Hey, everybody. It's Dr. David Haddon again here, coming to you live from my office once again, and here in O'Fallon, Missouri at O'Fallon Crossing Chiropractic. And this morning, I wanted to first share with you just how I'm feeling this morning. So this morning, I'm really full of just a lot of gratitude and appreciation. So this week in my office, we had something we call Patient Appreciation Day. It was on Tuesday of this week. And we do that twice a year for our patients, and we do it to say thanks to our patients for making our practice possible and making our practice fun. And we had a great turnout for Patient Appreciation Day on Tuesday. It's basically like a little party we throw for our patients. So it's our way to give back to them and say thank you for making our practice what it is and continuing to trust us with their health. So just feeling really grateful this morning and really appreciative. So and we do get a lot of new patients in the office, and when we do, I know sometimes it's tough for a patient to make that initial phone call to come in and see us. So I wanted to talk a little bit this morning about what to expect when you do pick up that phone and make that initial phone call. I've had a lot of people, they've been through a lot before they actually do make that call to come in and see me. So I've had some patients who have been to some type of pain management before they come and see me. Some have been to a lot of physical therapy, maybe even some surgery before they actually are willing to pick up the phone and call a chiropractor. So, it's a lot they've gone through to reach that point, and maybe in a lot of pain. So, not knowing what to expect can be a big issue. So I wanted to come on this morning and just kind of give you an idea and kind of break that ice a little bit and kind of share with you what it's like to have an initial appointment here at O'Fallon Crossing Chiropractic. So when you do first make that call, the person that most likely you'll talk to is Melinda. Melinda is my office manager, and she does a great job in our office. She's really good with knowing how things work and answering the phone and being polite and that sort of thing. But Melinda also has a really strong passion for like I do, for helping people, and she loves to see people feel better, get out of pain, and more importantly, stay healthy. That's really our big goal here at O'Fallon Crossing Chiropractic. And really, when you make that first call and you talk to Melinda, you'll be able to tell that she feels that way about people that are calling in. She wants to help that person on the other end of the phone line. So she'll take your first initial phone call. She'll get you scheduled for an appointment, typically either the same day, sometimes the next day, but as soon as possible, and with something that fits your schedule. And hey, Manny, thanks for being on today. So she'll take that initial phone call. She'll get your appointment scheduled. And when you do arrive for your first visit, there's a little bit of paperwork to fill out, just like any doctor's office. We try to keep that paperwork to a minimum, because I know no one likes any type of paperwork. But what that paperwork does is gives us a lot of really good information. So the goal of that first visit is to gather information, figure out what your problem is, where it's coming from, and really why you're having that condition that you're having. And so we have you fill out that paperwork, and then once you're through with that, Melinda will bring you back to our consultation room. And that's where I'm shooting this video from right now, is our consultation room. So we try to make this a very comfortable room, so it's a very comfortable conversation between you and myself. And so I'll come in and sit down and have that one-on-one consultation with you. And really, like I said, try to gather a lot of information. So try to figure out, how long the problem's been bothering you, what caused it, and just gather as much information as I can, things about your past, your history, any accidents you've had, and that sort of thing. And that way, get a full picture of you and your health and where you're at this point in time. Once we gather all that information, the next thing we will do is move to our exam room. And in the exam room, there we're trying to actually, I get to put my hands on my patient and really start to find the problem through palpation, through range of motion, through different types of testing that we do to help pinpoint exactly where that patient's problem is coming from. Once we get through the exam, the next thing we do, if we need to, is to take pictures of the person's spine. Now, we really like to get pictures on just about all of our patients. And the reason we do that is we don't want to do any guesswork at all. We like to know exactly what's going on with our patients and make sure we're treating the right areas at the right time with the right adjustments. We can't do that effectively without those pictures. So we get the pictures that we need, and typically that's the end of the first visit in the office. At that point, I will give you some instructions. Typically, if you're having some sort of painful condition, you'll want to use ice on that to help calm down the inflammation. After we do that, we let you go the first day. And once you're gone, then it's time for me to sit down and do my homework. So I sit down and I go over the pictures that we took, and I do a full analysis of those so I can really, like I said, pinpoint where the problem areas are at, and start to come up with a plan for that particular patient. And I put those findings on those pictures together with all the information that I got during our consultation. Okay. So once I get all that figured out, I put together a full report for my patient, and typically that patient will come back in the next day. And at that point, we will go over those pictures. I'll actually show those pictures to the patient, which, a lot of patients say, Dr. Haddon, you're the first doctor to ever actually show me my pictures of my spine and explain what's actually going on. So we think patient education is very important, and we take it seriously, and we try to make sure our patients understand exactly what their problem is, where it's coming from, and why they're feeling what they're feeling. Okay. Once we get through that report, that's when we typically will do the first adjustment on our patients. That's when we actually get to do treatment, do an adjustment, and start the process of getting that patient out of pain and back to being healthy again. Okay. Now the adjustments that we do in the office, through the years, I've been practicing for about 13 or 14 years now, and I've learned several different techniques, and that allows me to sort of tailor my treatments to each person individually. So some people like more aggressive adjustments, and some people like a lighter adjustment. I've got different techniques that I can do for each of those types of patients and still be very effective. So that's what we go through for the first visit. Typically, that we get a really good adjustment on that first visit. At the end of that, that's when I have to explain to a patient that they might get some sore spots in their spine. Like I talked about in my last video, after the first time you get adjusted, you're going to be moving different than you had before, so that can cause some pain or some sore spots that evening. So that's a little bit about what to expect when you come into O'Fallon Crossing Chiropractic. I thought that'd be some good information to hopefully kind of break that ice for anyone that is thinking about making an appointment with me or at a different chiropractic office. So if you are looking to make that appointment, feel free to give us a call. Our phone number here is 636-272-7473, or you can always check us out on the internet at www.o'falloncrossingchiropractic.com. All right, that's it for me today. Thanks a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.